Talk a little bit about when you were understanding and learning about the technology and how you might, if you were recommending to somebody that was educating theirself on the technology at a base level, not necessarily in terms of how to, build a company around it, but to be a good steward of their own knowledge in the economy. Juxtapose your learning experience with what you would say, hey, I went through learning and this is what you should focus on, or this is some of the stumbling blocks that took me a little while to understand.
Well, always start with the nomenclature. Like, what words are being passed around? What is a blockchain? Who has defined it out there? IBM has defined it. Chainlink has defined it. The SEC might have stuff on it now. Okay, that's interesting. So now I know about the words. I know about the concepts, and you have to do a little bit of rabbit hole, right? You might have to click on some Wikipedia pages and some hyperlinks in order to discover more. Like, what is a block? Why is it chained? And then figuring more. But that's your baseline. Okay, so now you know enough about the technology from a like conceptual level. Let's move to application. Who has tried to use it? Like, who is using blockchain right now? Walmart. Why? IBM. Why? Goldman Sachs. Why? And what this does is now you're taking just general knowledge, which can be applied to any industry, and you're moving into application level, and that's where the real learning occurs, because it's how you take what you know and you're like, oh, I could see this fitting into the real world, and you start to get some of your own ideas, like, oh, I wonder if anyone has tried to use it in this way. Let me research that, and maybe no one hasn't. You go build a company around it. But it all starts with just understanding the core vocabulary, and then you put some of the vocabulary together and that forms concepts, and then you move into the applications and just Google, like, what are the different uses for this? Well, crypto is going to show up, cryptocurrencies, and then you're going to see, well, there's different types. Okay, there's a Bitcoin. Okay, so it was trying to be like digital gold, digital cash, and then you're going to find a new word in there. It's going to be an altcoin. Well, what's an altcoin? It's an alternative to Bitcoin. Why did these show up? Yeah, and then you just sort of rabbit hole it that way, looking at the different applications. And throughout this process, you should stay neutral. Don't decide yet what's good or bad. Just have an open mind and see, like, what have people come up with? And then what were their business models? Where are the founders now? Did oh, this guy was just a scammer.
Right.
This lady actually had a purpose for the technology. And then understanding how their minds were working and putting yourself in their shoes, and that's perspective, right? So you have these different tiers of how you learn about something, and I think that's the path that you follow. It's vocabulary, concepts, application, perspective. I just came up with that. I don't know if anyone's has like an actual pyramid of learning, but uh, that's how I think that this would unravel. It's just Googling and researching, and now we have Chat GPT, so you could say, "What is blockchain?"
Right.
Dot dot dot. How has anyone used it? Dot dot dot. And opening it up that way. Why didn't it work in this case? Because there's many instances that it didn't work out, and understanding
Very
that.
cool. I like that recommendation for utilizing the AI resources that we have for research and understanding because they'll break it apart. The AI systems that exist will break apart a question in a level of detail and complexity, and they will consider it in a level of detail and complexity that no TED Talk or no other, encyclopedia style reports are going to be able to break it down without you consuming all that information that the AI can do in a heartbeat. So that's a great point.